Aries, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy and just see what is happening in your world. And your potential outcome. Oh, I saw one pop out. Let's see. Okay. I'm not surprised to see this at all. And we'll talk about this because it's really kind of dominant in your current energy. So at the bottom of the deck here is the Eight of Swords. You're very much in your own mind right now, thinking about something, really analyzing a situation. The caution here is don't overthink a situation because you can kind of tie yourself up in knots doing that because there's a lot of anxiety connected to whatever it is that you're thinking about. It's showing up here in your current energy, and it feels like part of what you're trying to do right now is get yourself out of that mindset. We do have the Eight of Cups showing up in your current energy, influenced by the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords is that anxiety, that fear, anything that might be holding you back in some sort of way. You are actively trying to get rid of it, but there is a situation here where you almost kind of keep going back into it. It just feels like it's a cycle that's repeating, and you keep trying to pull yourself out of the cycle, and then something happens and it pulls you back in. We'll see how that unfolds during this reading because I do see an improvement. We'll talk about it. Two of Wands is showing up in what you need to focus on, and so it's about long term. Where do you see the potential in a situation? Let this be your guiding light. Do not get so hung up in what's happening right now in this moment, kind of all that negativity that's trying to pull you back in. Don't get hung up on that. Really look further out into the distance. See the potential here and really kind of embrace that. Yeah, there's something about like short term, long term. Short term, it feels like you're dealing with something, but long term, if you can just get through the short term and kind of deal with it right now, long term, there's something much better on the horizon for you. This is going to clear itself up. You're not going to have to deal with this anymore, whatever the situation is. What I see in the past here is the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is about, it's secrets, it's things like that, but it's about trusting your instincts here, going with your gut. You have all the answers within you. There's something about this kind of becoming more prominent in your life. You became more aware of just what you already knew about yourself and about the situation. Nine of Wands is showing up in your strength position. So whatever this negativity is, if this is you resisting it, this is you fighting that negativity, you're putting up your walls against it. So if there's maybe somebody around you is trying to pull you into a negative mindset, what you're doing is you're throwing up some sort of block or barrier that prevents them from really permeating and getting through your psyche. There's something about this situation. The real thing to focus on here is getting past these kind of immediate hurdles and focus more on that long term. Temperance is showing up in your near future. So this is Sagittarius energy, another fire sign. I'd like to see this one showing up because this is a lot of all things in moderation, balance being restored. This is a lot of that inner balance within you and not just the balance outside of you. This feels like more internal for you. And so whatever it is that you're doing, whatever you're trying to keep out, keep doing that. Whatever you need to do in order to maintain some sort of emotional balance, keep doing it. Because I'm just getting this like push-pull happening right now. So I don't know what the situation is, but it's like a push-pull. And so when I look at the external influences here, this is a really interesting combination of cards. I'm getting the Wheel of Fortune with the Five of Wands. So first, the Wheel of Fortune. This is a positive turn of events. So when it comes to these obstacles and challenges, you are going to overcome them. There is success on the other side of it. But there's also a lesson connected to this. There is just getting a sense of a karmic lesson connected to whatever this is, whatever this push-pull is that's happening right now that's really trying to pull you into a negative headspace. You fighting it is a lesson that you need to learn. Your response to this is a lesson that you need to incorporate into future experiences. There's something about this. It's actually a really fortunate turn of events, even though it doesn't feel like that right now. Sitting in your hopes or fears is the Fool. You're ready for a brand new beginning. You're ready for clear karma. You're ready for no more of whatever this is right now. You're ready to be done with it. I am seeing the Knight of Cups show up in your potential outcome. So this is somebody coming forward, having some sort of heartfelt conversation, putting their heart out there to you and really expressing how they feel about you. It's a positive energy. It kind of feels like this person, this feels different than the push-pull energy. This feels like it's a negative person trying to pull you back. That feels like it's a positive person trying to counterbalance the negative person here. So let's get some additional details. With the 8 of Cups and the 9 of Swords, I'm getting the Justice card. So Libra energy may or may not be significant, but what you're really doing here, again, with the balance, is that you're trying to find your own balance in your life. There's something about this situation where it's making it more difficult for you to find that balance. So with the 2 of Wands, I'm getting the Moon here. So the Moon is about your emotions. It's also about not being able to see things clearly, things being in shadow. But what I'm really getting from here is you need to keep this to yourself. There's whatever the potential is, there's something that you don't need to voice right now, so don't. You'll know exactly what it is. So even as I'm saying these words, it's going to click and you're going to know, okay, I feel a certain way. I feel this is my future, but I don't need to tell this other person that. It's just not necessary. There's something about it just not being necessary. It would create more problems than it would solve. With the High Priestess, I'm getting the 9 of Cups. When it comes to you and what you want, you already know internally. There's something where you recognize a situation right away. This happened here already in the past. So really positive from that perspective. With the 9 of Wands, I'm getting the Hanged Man. So 9 of Wands, Hanged Man. Whatever this push-pull, whomever this negative person is that keeps trying to pull you back into their atmosphere, you are seeing things very differently. You're throwing up roadblocks. You're not letting this person's energy infiltrate yours. You're not giving this person the time of day. You also don't need to tell this person everything is what I'm getting. So really, your strength here is in honoring yourself and your future. Whatever that looks like for you, keep going. So this one flipped out in reverse. All my cards are in the upright, so if they come out reversed, they're meant to. With the Temperance energy, it's the 10 of Wands in reverse. And so that balance is going to come from relieving these burdens. Again, whatever it is that you're doing, the more that you fight this negative energy, the less burdens and responsibilities you feel on your shoulders. It's lightening the load. That's what's helping you find this inner balance. With the 5 of Wands, I'm getting the 7 of Swords. So the obstacles and challenges that you've been facing are related to somebody's lies, manipulation, deceit. This person's not done. This negative person that's trying to pull you back in, they're not done. Definitely getting victim-villain mentality. And so you're always going to be the villain of their story. They're always going to be the victim. Even if the facts don't align, that's just who they are. There's nothing that you can do about that. This is where that Wheel of Fortune's coming into play. This is a lesson that you need to learn, that you're not going to be able to convince everybody. With the Wheel of Fortune, I'm getting the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands, I mean, it's a card of communication, but it's also about movement here. And so really positive communication is going to happen here. And again, this came up in another reading where it feels inbound. The communication is going to be inbound. You're going to learn something about a situation. You're going to learn something here. It's going to create a lot of abundance, a lot of success for you. With the Fool, I'm getting Temperance energy. So Sagittarius is out here twice. I like seeing it with a Fool because what you want is a brand new beginning, something where you feel really good about yourself. You feel very balanced internally. With the Knight of Cups, I'm getting the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody here is reading the room correctly. Somebody here is coming forward at the right time to kind of let you know how they feel about you, how they feel about the situation. You're kind of taking all that knowledge in. It's not about that you need to respond right now. It's more about this is something that you need to know. You need to learn this. I'm going to get a little bit more around this Knight of Cups, Knight of Pentacles energy. So what is Aries supposed to do with this information? Yeah, okay. What you're supposed to do with this information. So I'm getting the King of Pentacles. So King of Pentacles is setting yourself up for long-term stability, prosperity, all of it. So take this in right now. Whomever this positive person is that's trying to counterbalance the negative person, there is something really honorable and stable about what they're saying to you. Four of Swords, there's a healing element to it. It's going to help you heal and disconnect from whatever this negativity is. And the Eight of Pentacles, I mean, this is a lesson that you need to learn. This is something that now you can include in your skill set going forward, that you overcame this, that you're able to surmount and succeed in this negative situation, and also with the help of another person and the way that they handle it with you. So Aries, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.